What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Keith back with another market analysis live stream, stocks and futures. Today is Tuesday, March 10th, 2026. To get on into these charts, but before we do, y'all know we gotta go over the economic news and go over the earnings reports. So for today, we had existing home sales at 9 a.m. Honestly, I think it did have some impact on today. I gotta go back and check. I think it ended up pushing us to the upside. Um, but after that, market just start following the trend. You know, nice economic news for today. Of course, I do gotta give y'all a recap for today. We didn't have the best day today. Kind of was impulsive. We jumped in on a continuation trade with a little bit too many contracts than we should have been. End up having to call it early for the day because we did not, wait until a setup come. We jumped in off of impulsiveness, and it everybody makes mistakes. I'm not gonna act like I'm perfect. I don't act like I make win every trade. I make money every single day. Some days I lose as well. Some days I get caught with impulse trading and stuff. So regardless of the fact, we're gonna keep moving on. Go to the next day. Treat it like a new day. All right. Now, tomorrow, Wednesday, March 11th, 2026. We got CPI at 7:30. Um, core CPI at 7:30. Then 9:30 crude oil. Noon we got the 10-year note auction. Core CPI always be something that's very impactful to the market. We got three different CPIs dropping, so they could try to counteract each other, but regardless of the fact, they should bring some volatility into the day. Of course, it's at 7:30, so we will not be in the trade at that time. Um, other than that, crude oil at 9:30, I'm not really nervous about that. Now, that 10-year auction note could bring a spike into the market, so we gotta watch out for that. Going over to the earnings for tomorrow. Well, the earnings that came out at the close was Oracle, like we said, the Aero Environment, and really, those the main two we was looking at. For tomorrow, we got Campbell's. I think that's all we really looking for tomorrow. Really nothing crazy. Petco maybe in after the close. So really nothing too crazy. Oracle probably the main thing we'll be looking at tomorrow, because tomorrow is our Wednesday that we like to trade our stocks. Okay, we do like trading stocks once Wednesday come. All right, going over to the charts. Jump over to SPY and give a quick rundown of that. Going to that daily, well, let's do a recap basically. Going to the daily yesterday, we said, hey, buys should be bullish. Just because what? We ended up having a green candle. Green candle tells us, hey, we're looking for some type of high. Overall buys, we was bearish because it was in a downtrend, but we know we're looking for some type of high, so we can potentially expect us to sweep the previous day high. Now, if we wanted them shorts, we needed to see what we said, a red candle. Well, today we ended up getting that red candle, so it's potentially setting up for them shorts if it wants to continue to drop. We do got daily gaps that we feel to close below, so we got to be careful with that. But like we said, the buys should have been bullish just because, hey, we're looking for some type of high as long as we don't break that 687.09 level. If you go to today, we ended up what? Dropping first. Well, we pushed up at the beginning, and then we dropped immediately right after. This is what we caught that impulse trade, because I was bullish biased, looking for them loans. We was already in the uptrend. We spiked and broke this high, and I jumped in a little bit late, but I jumped into it, seen these 5-minute gaps, and was trying to play off of these 5-minute gaps to try to come up to these highs, potentially to the top of the gap. And it ended up, of course, coming back down on me. And we pretty much got stopped out for the day. And it was on M&Q week. Of course, like I said, we didn't take options at all. Okay. Um, After dropping, I think that's where that. Yeah, this is where around that area the home sales came out, and that's when we finally got that push to the upside. But of course, we was already off the chart because I was bullish bias and it ended up coming down, and I got off once we lost some trades. Okay. Um, Going to that daily. Looking for tomorrow. Like we said, it gave us our first red candle for the day. Now we in the downtrend currently. We got low, high, lower low, higher high, but then we met lower low, lower high, lower low. This potentially be the new lower high if we can push back down to this. Let's mark it out. 66239 level. That is the target for the for the Bears. They're looking to get back down to 66239. Okay, we got our first red candle. So this should be that entry for the Bears. Stop loss at 687.09. If it breaks it, then of course that's get out the trade. We broke this downtrend, potentially looking to move back up. Also, another way for the Bears to potentially get out is if we get another green candle, break this high, then we could be getting out at the break of that 683.36 level. So for me tomorrow, I'm more leaning towards looking for the shorts. Unless, like I said, unless we end up coming to sweep this high. So we'll be looking out for that 683.36 level. I really don't want to see it sweep that high, but it still can be a downtrend as long as it don't take 687.09. That's the key level that it can't come across. Okay. Okay. So for tomorrow, going down to that hourly, we can see a downtrend form. As long as we stay underneath that 683.36, I'm looking for potential shorts. Once we start getting above there, I'm probably gonna leave the market alone and let it see what it want to do. Okay. So I would like to see potential shorts underneath 679.92, underneath 676.29, or even if we get below 673.66, I like to see them shorts potentially come on SPY. Okay. Let's remove some of these lines. But regardless of the fact, we need to see what a downtrend be created. Excuse me, y'all. Need some type of downtrend to get created. Okay. Remove these. All right, going to QQQ. Looking at that daily. Pretty much with SPY, on the other hand, we ended up actually being in a full-fledged downtrend week. Technically, we're in the downtrend. Excuse me. Downtrend for QQQ. We got high, low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Kind of a doji red candle, but hey, you could still look at it as a red candle. The level that we would not want to see, well, it already broke it, so it made a higher high. So with QQQ on SPY, we clearly still had a downtrend. QQQ on the other hand, we end up making a higher high right here. Today, we end up making a higher high, but it did close red. Only thing that makes it questionable and iffy now is by me knowing QQQ made a higher high and it made the red. Now I kind of need this red candle low, another high, and then another lower low. So it kind of can go either way right now. We made a higher high, but we did make a low also. So that kind of will make me a little bit hesitant on SPY shorts just because this QQQ looks a little iffy. But regardless of the fact, it was a red candle telling us we look for some type of low. Okay. Let's mark this. Honestly, with QQQ, I more so will have to just wait and see what type of trend it make it. Like I said, it can either go up or down with QQQ after making a higher high. So we will more so have to just wait until the morning come, follow whichever trend is in. Right now we're in an uptrend. We got high, low, higher, low, higher, high. Right here is the last solidified level, so we will mark that out at 605.42. We broke this solidified level up here up at 609.94. So we're pretty much in a neutral spot right now. We got a lower low, but we don't have lower high, lower low for the downtrend to get created. Okay, so we're in a neutral spot right now. We don't really, market can go either way, like we said for the daily. Okay, M&Q, jumping over to M&Q, going over to the daily. I probably got to delete some of this stuff because I was teaching somebody, or I mean, I guess helping someone earlier. So we probably got some lines that we normally wouldn't have on here. Give me a second. I'll just delete all the lines that's not pink. Delete all these lines. I think that's it. I delete the pink line too. I think that's it. All right. Cute. Hold up. Give me a second. Trying to make sure all these lines. Oh, no. All right. So M&Q end up closing green. Oh, I'm sorry. Trying to clean this up a little bit more. End up closing green. For yesterday, it was a doji candle though. Doji candle for yesterday, or basically today. We closed green. Now we know, hey, market is making some type of high. We don't know if it's gonna lead to a higher high by crossing 243, 25,243. That will create that higher high. But as of right now, we just know it's making some type of high. We don't know which type of high. We got that lower low. We do have this lower low. Some type of high can be potentially a higher high or a lower high, but we need a red candle to start coming back down if you want to be bearish. For the bulls, of course, y'all want to see what high, low, higher, high, make that uptrend. We'll be looking to go up to 495 level. As we clearly can see, we're stuck in this consolidation range right here. We're just ranging in between 25,495 and 24,500. Just ranging in between there, okay? Ranging in between there. Like I said, we end up closing green, failed to close above this daily gap. So we could see some slight pullback before going back up, which we clearly seen. Honestly, for me, it's just gonna follow the same thing like with SPY QQQ. But we're gonna follow whatever the hourly trend is. Market is in this consolidation area, so we're gonna just follow hourly trends. We got higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. The last solidified level we got that wasn't broken, because this was a solidified level, but it got broken, was right here at 24,892. We're gonna use that if we want to be looking for longs. We made low, high, low, higher, high. So we made this is an uptrend here within the side of the trend. You could use that 24,951 level also on the hourly. Main target is 243, 25,243. Once we get there, we're gonna see how the market want to react. It would want to keep pushing and breaking past that daily high to eventually build above this daily gap at 25,259. That's what we're gonna try to see. Once it takes 243, pretty much we should be out our trades. If we are moving to the upside, we should be out the trades or in just a runner. Okay. So that is our main target for the day. Going over to MIM. MIM pretty much looked the exact same as M and Q. Okay. Really look the exact same as M and Q. So really not too much to say. Pretty much same setup we're looking for as M and Q. Let's look at that daily. Where that daily target is. Daily high. Oh, okay. So MYM got a daily gap instead of a high sitting here. So our target will be just to come up to 48,266, and then we want to see how does it build above there, if it builds above there. Okay. Then let's jump over. I told y'all I don't really go for gold no more. Since we traded options, let's go check out one of my favorite options to trade, CrowdStrike. Check out the daily. I ain't look at it all week. Let's check it out. I don't know what these lines are. I can clearly see on this daily we end up making a higher high. Okay, we got a higher high. Look like we're trying to see, can we build an uptrend above the previous high? That's what it looks like we're trying to do. Like we're trying to see, can we build an uptrend above 431.88? We got one closed pass. We got a low. We had to push all the way back up to 448 with a green candle to actually make that uptrend. And the next target will be 448.74. Okay, that will be the next daily target if we build an uptrend. Okay. That will be the next target. So all I'm looking for, honestly, on CrowdStrike, as long as we above 431.88, I want to see an uptrend starting to get formed. If we below it, I want to see a downtrend get formed. And I will expect us to what? Retest this daily gap at 420.39. Okay. So as long as we above 431.88, I like longs. We below it and making a downtrend, I like the shorts to the 420. Okay. So, alright, so that'll be what we are looking for on crowd. Going to Tesla daily. We got low, high, lower, low, and high. Like we trying to make some low. So low, high, lower, low. So this is a downtrend. This is a weird looking downtrend, but it's a downtrend. Level that it should not be is 408.62. If you want to keep this downtrend, switch that to up, switch that to orange. I mean red. Okay. Target should be that 382. 381.40 for these shorts. Now we do got a daily gap that we're about to approach. Market could come here and reject. Gotta watch out for that. For me, what I would want to see for Tesla is a break past this daily gap at 396.34. Make a downtrend underneath it, and I like them shorts. Okay. Other than that, I don't really want Tesla because it can consolidate in between these two daily gaps, or it can potentially push back to the upside to break that 408.82 level. Okay. Do I want to? I don't know about Meta. We might check Meta. Let me see. Meta. Too much going on. I don't like all that extra stuff. It's just been Meta been sitting between this 630s to 680s for the longest. Literally since last year, October of last year. Um, that dang Neo got me, man. Like, look at this, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I was debating on getting in today, but I was like, bro, you already kind of missed your entry, bro. And I was gonna enter in still, cause I said, hey, I was looking to hold it for 2 months and see if we can get to 70s. It is what it is, bro. We just missed out. I did actually, you know what? I actually did put an order in for a contract, didn't get filled. Then I just said, you know what? Forget it. I ain't finna chase it. So that what ended up happening. But Neo can't do nothing about it, man. Let's see what Oracle earnings end up doing. What did they earnings end up doing? Oracle earnings came out good. Did it have a good reaction though? Yes, it did. And where did it go? 660s, like we said. Um, did break up to them 660s. So we got high, low, higher, high, potential higher. This is gonna be a high low. If we, as long as we come take this high in the morning, as long as we stay above. So that's uptrend. Next targets is 661, 662. After it closes past 665, 165.45, really ain't no target until 70 and 80s. Oracle definitely pushed up. I like Oracle still. You still can play Oracle after after the earnings or whatever. We still can play Oracle. As long as we can build base above these previous highs over here that we marking out. Main high I want to see us build above is 162.30 or 165.39. Those are the main two levels. I want to see uptrends form above, and I like to take longs. Okay. I can't even see good. Yeah, right. And then next target is up here. If we can somehow in the morning though, if say CPI end up dropping us, if it end up dropping us in the morning and we come sit down here at 149, I might grab loans instantly and try to take it back up. Okay. So we'll see how the CPI affect the market in the morning. But regardless of that, even if it pushes us up, we can take loans off these 165 or 162, making an uptrend above it. All right, so that's what we're looking at. And yeah, that's our analysis for tomorrow. Y'all trade safe tomorrow. We're gonna come in even better tomorrow. We ain't gonna make them silly mistakes. We're gonna be patient, wait on our setups, and trade well. Okay? So y'all have a good one. Your boy Keith is out. Peace.